Hello everyone and welcome to another StarCraft 2 commentary with EXO, and today I'm going to be bringing you two very cool matches. I haven't seen these matches, but this is actually going to be a clan war from the SCLeague playoffs between Team Evil Geniuses. So this is going to be Evil Geniuses EG.IdrA spawning as the green zerg over at the 5 o'clock position, and over here this is going to be DDE of the clan SirjjaxNrg. Basically the clan is called Energy from what I recall, so I'm not going to call them, they're not SirjjaX or anything, although SirjjaX is their, or Energy is their, the clan is SirjjaX, but Energy is their StarCraft division. I'm not exactly sure how that goes, but anyway, this is going to be DDE spawning as the blue Terran at the 7 o'clock position. So, I've been watching the news on Ghost of Gamers and stuff, and actually I could not get a hold of the two previous replays. By the way, the score at this point is tied 2-2. So, Evil Geniuses won 2 games, and Team Energy won 2 games. So right now, this is EG.IdrA playing game number 3, basically number 5, okay, from the series. So the score is 2-2 right now. We're gonna see what happens in this game. So this is going to be Shakuras Plateau, and the spawn positions aren't really that great for zerg. Usually you're better off when you're spawning here, because then if you spawn at these locations you have to worry about these rocks getting destroyed, and it is very, very uncomfortable. It's almost becoming a trend that Terran players are just going to take these rocks down and start going, start sieging up tanks over here, pushing in with marines and stuff like that. It's very hard to hold with tanks on the low ground and the marines coming up on the high ground, especially with medevac support. It's quite a nightmare. So yeah, but we see EG.IdrA actually opening with 15 or 16 hatch. I'm pretty sure that was a 15 hatch, so he is taking the risk of fast expanding over here. He doesn't think that the Terran is going to try anything aggressive, but looking at what's happening, that is exactly the opposite. The Terran player, so DDE, is going to open with 2 Raxes right now. Didn't take the gas, obviously. Is not going for fast expand either, since he got the second Rax up. I'm pretty sure about that, so we're going to see some early aggression with Marines over here, most likely. Otherwise, he would not have gotten those 2 barracks, and especially not over here at the natural. So orbital command on the way for DDE as well. He is scouting, sees that EG.IdrA is not over there at the top position on cross spawns, so he's gonna know that he's probably going to like that, knowing that he can take advantage of these destructible rocks and just move into EG.IdrA's base later on. He does see this fast hatchery going down. Obviously the pool has been planted afterwards, and EG.IdrA is already taking a lot of drones off the line. EG.IdrA is probably very allergic to these kinds of builds. So far, there we go, 6 drones getting pulled off. He's probably going to surround the SCV. Oh, very close. The SCV almost going down. SV is coming back, but I think he is going to get taken out. There we go, canceling the bunker. Anyway, the Marine was on the way. 2 more Marines, actually. EG.IdrA does scout this. He knows that some sort of cheese is attempted over here, but there we go, planting down an additional spine crawler. That is going to buy him time, even if the spine crawler does finish. So here we go. EG.IdrA doing his best, and looks like he's going to be able to hold for now. You see making zerglings. There we go, 6 lings on the way, a queen as well at the natural. So looks like EG.IdrA is going to be fine for now. The Terran player is backing off. I'm not exactly sure if he's going to back off for good, or if he's just going to try and regroup, get more units up. I'm not exactly sure. We're just going to have to see. But yeah, when you get something like this as zerg, it is imperative that you get those drones off, not let those bunkers finish. If those bunkers complete, is going to be hell for you. Even if you do hold off the attack, you're still going to be behind. So looks like EG.IdrA, oh, that's a lot of Marines though. I'm not sure if this is the best thing EG.IdrA can do. He's losing a number of zerglings right here. He's moving towards the Terran base. He's probably going to scout with these, but doesn't look like DDE cares so much. He is walled. No, actually, he's not walled off. No supply depot over here. Just some Marines in between. It looks like he's very undecisive with these Marines. He could have just pushed ahead with those Marines. There's 2 Marines still here. Those 2 lings going down. Only 2 lings left. And why is here... I'm not exactly sure I agree with what he's doing there, ping-ponging those Marines back and forth so much. He should have, if he had committed a while ago, I'm pretty sure he could take down the spine crawler or the queen or drones, anything. Let's see though. He's moving across right now, but there's a spine crawler up, completed, lings and the queen. So let's see, is he actually going to try getting in the main? I don't think so. Not so smart with the queen and so many lings over here. And speed on the way for EG.IdrA. This is pretty late speed actually. If you look at the timer, the speed is usually done by 5 minutes, let's say 5.5 minutes with some builds, but still. So already 6 minutes, and speed only halfway done for EG.IdrA. So you can see that EG.IdrA has committed to defending against this push that was attempted by our Terran over here. Looks like still no wall off whatsoever here. It doesn't look like DDE is worried about EG.IdrA pushing at all. And yeah, we're gonna have to see what EG.IdrA is gonna be going for. I don't know, he really likes Mutalisk, and he's getting the Lair at the natural. Very interesting choice. Usually this is not so bad because I'm gonna get into discussion over here. You guys have to follow me on this one. There's so many times it comes down to a base trade with spawn positions like this one. The Terran is gonna do what I said earlier with the siege tank push, and the Marines over here, you're probably gonna lose your hatchery if that happens, but you still have your Lair up over here. And considering you might have some additional bases at these positions, you can set down some new tech structures over here while you know, while the Terran is finishing off your main and stuff like that. But yeah, so pretty interesting choice over here, and obviously it does make your natural most stronger as well against pushes. The layer is not going to go down so fast. It will have some extra HP, but it looks like DDE is getting an additional. Okay, he's getting a start. We're staying on 2 racks. It's only 4 now. He did expand, so he does have 2 orbital commands right now, getting both double gases over here at his natural. That's pretty unusual. And a Bailing Nest on the way for EG.IdrA. Let's see. Yep, there we go. That Bailing Nest is almost done. So if EG.IdrA can hold on for a while, and DDE is going to insist on bio, his Bailings will probably be very good. There we go. A Spire on the way as well. Like I said, EG.IdrA almost always plays with mutas in ZVT. I haven't really seen. I don't think I even remember a game where it went towards the mid-game, late game, and EG.IdrA didn't really insist on mutas. He really is the Mutalisk kind of Zerg player. So yep, there we go. The Spire is on the way. Bailing speed as well as for the creep spreading. It could be better, but I guess those queens were a bit late at the start, and he focused on injecting that larva since he needed the extra drones and units at the start over there. He likes to saturate his bases before he does anything. Let's see if he's going to be taking a third anytime soon. Obviously, if the Terran is sitting on 2 bases, it's not really a bad idea to go for a third, especially on Shakuras Plateau, where you can. This is a pretty big map, and you can expand as the bases. All bases are pretty close to each other, so you can defend them quite easy, especially if you spread the creep around. And it looks like Stimpack is on the way for DDE. Also 2 medevacs. So let's see if he's going to be going for some sort of early aggression. He hasn't been working on these rocks at all, so I don't think we're going to see any pushes coming from this side. Actually, what I've seen many Terran players do is actually expand over here, taking the 3rd base over here, getting this into a planetary fortress, morphed into a planetary fortress when the spawn positions are as they are right now. Looks like 5 mutas on the way for EG.IdrA, and DDE doesn't really have plans of expanding to a 3rd, and not having any plans to expand here in particular. So looks like a drop is going to be incoming right here into the main. Let's see how much damage this is going to do. He's dropping over here at the edge where EG.IdrA has no vision, no overlords or anything close to this ramp. Kind of surprising that EG.IdrA didn't leave anything over there to see this. There we go. The Marines are already inside. They do have Stimpack. The Lings are getting us around, and those mutas might actually take out. No, he does not. He chooses not to follow, and dropping those Marines off at this position now. Let's see, another drop over here. Looks like EG.IdrA is expanding to a 3rd, and this drop might clean it up, but I don't think so. There's quite a few mutas heading here right now, and some Lings. EG.IdrA saw this with the Overlord, so that Overlord gonna go down. But well, taking down the medevac first with the mutas while the Lings are getting cleaned up. And there we go. Now the Marines left without any sort of healing, so they did go down as well. 3rd is going to be finished for EG.IdrA anytime soon, and some upgrades going down for the Terran player. He already has level 1 weapons upgrade for his infantry, getting an armory as well, so probably gonna see Thors. Now once Thors get mixed into the army, mutas really become they don't become so, they're not so useful anymore, because especially if you combine Marines into the Thors as well, I mean to the army composition, it is going to be very hard to actually take down those Thors or the Marines, because Thors do the splash damage and Marines do the sustained and burst damage, that is, with the Stimpack. So yeah, it is actually very hard to do anything with mutas other than just poke around and keep map control. But fighting head on into Thor Marine composition is very, very hard to do with just Mutalisk. You almost always need Broodlords or Ultras, something like that. But looks like EG.IdrA is going to keep DD pinned down to his base right now, so he doesn't have to worry about any attacks really. So he can be free to macro up like we see him do right now. Let's take a look at the income tab. 61 drones to 53 STVs over here for EG.IdrA. So EG.IdrA in the advantage income wise. They are both pretty equal, but EG.IdrA is going to get some superior income right now, as he does have that 3rd base up. Now doing a little bit of damage here and there wherever he can. That is actually researching combat shield. If he could take out that add-on, that would be pretty important. Then the Marauder, the concussive shield upgrade is also queued up over there, so taking down that, is he going to repair it? Yep, there we go. Some SCVs repairing that add-on. EG.IdrA still flying around trying to keep the base, the Terran confined to his base. Doing a good job so far. Looks like he's getting melee attacks level 1 and ground armor level 1 as well. Is he getting some upgrades? I don't think he actually got any upgrades for his... Where's that spire? I'm just gonna... where is that spire? I'm not exactly sure. And he's working on his rocks. There we go. He got level 1 upgrades on his mutas. There we go. The spire is here. So yeah, nothing else being researched at that spire, but we see the Terran player actually pushing across here. This is going to be a pretty big push. He has a lot of Marines, a lot of tanks, and medevacs. And let's see how EG.IdrA is going to decide to handle this. He has a lot of lings. He has some Banelings. If these Marines get caught on creep, those Banelings could just kill them. And splash damage from the tanks as well. Those Banelings, though, hitting the tanks for the most part. But some Banelings managing to hit the Marines at the back over here as well. Tanks getting taken out, though, so that's good for EG.IdrA. He's not going to have to worry about that splash damage. He needs more Banelings, though. He needs a lot more of everything. Another macro hatch being planted, the natural as well. But these Marines are pushing across right now. That's a lot of Marines taking down Overlords all over the place. The medevacs are also healing them. They are free to stem. This queen is going to go down very, very fast. There we go. He's going to lose this hatchery. Oh, he might just lose his lair. I'm not exactly sure what will happen over here. More mutas. I mean, the mutas from before have been moved over there at the top. Now they're coming back trying to deal with the Marines, but there's just so many Marines. There we go. Oh, they're going to catch these there we go, taking care of those Marines, and mutas dealing with the rest. That was good flanking over there from EG.IdrA, waiting just in time, waiting for those Banelings to finish. That was very well executed from him. A sensor tower being placed over here by the Terran players so he can see any sort of incoming movement around the sides of his base. He could maybe planted that a little bit more to the right, but mutas would have taken it out easily. Not that they wouldn't do that right now. He's probably going to go for it anyway. And, well, yep, just like I said, there we go. That sensor tower gonna get taken out. And probably gonna snipe some supply depots as well. Another push coming here from DDE, but this is really not enough. I don't feel it's enough. There's more mutas and Banelings and zerglings over here. Not to mention the mutas that are stationed at this position, but more Marines and medevacs on the way right now. He is taking care of some of these creep tumors. Destroying the creep tumors will obviously eliminate the creep spread, so he doesn't have to worry about those Banelings being so fast. Banelings with speed on creep are quite fast, so the only way to outrun them really is by stimming your Marines. But even so, they are. I think they're just as fast. Not exactly sure on that one, though. The Marines might be slightly faster. I'm not exactly sure. So looks like EG.IdrA is gonna. Let's take a look at unit counting station. 20 mutas and 13 Banelings over here. Let's see. Oh, gotta be careful here. No, don't fly in. Wow. Misclicks like those can just cost you the game. Flying over a bunch of Marines like that stem up, they can kill so many mutas. You can lose like 10 mutas. There we go. He has to be very careful though. Ouch, 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 ouch. Barely outranging the Marines over there. He's probably gonna try. He's doing as much damage as he can with these mutas as the Terran is sieged up and really not prepared to move across the map, as he doesn't have all the tanks and Marines he needs. But more Marines are coming out. This is like a lot of Marines, but still a lot of mutas that have the 1 attack upgrade, so that force of Marines wasn't really enough to take care of this many mutas. The mutas are stacking up pretty much though, but I haven't seen any Thors. He did get that armory. I saw that armory. Where is that armory? And well, here it is. Here's the armory, and these mutas moving around doing a lot of damage inside the main of DDE right now. Looks like DDE is gonna be moving ahead, and these tanks, oh crappy. This was crappy. A little bit of miscontrol over there from DDE, losing tanks. 4 tanks for free, basically. The Marines being completely separated from the tanks. A really big blunder over there, costing him 4 tanks. So here we go. EG.IdrA is moving in, getting us around on many of these Marines. The Banelings are moving in after that, and it looks like he's going to be able to clean this up. And well, DDE is still on 2 bases. He doesn't look so good right now. No Thors either. These mutas are probably going to take down a lot of these medevacs. Oh, 2 full medevacs going down. That is going to be huge. Another, well, he actually attacked his medevac and killed it by mistake. That is a really big blunder, and I think the score is going to become 3-2 for Team Evil Geniuses in just a moment. By the way, EG.IdrA is playing from Korea. EG.IdrA is in Korea right now, so he has a really big latency. This is played on the US server, so really high latency for EG.IdrA, but looks like the latency didn't really hold him back from winning this game. Really well executed from EG.IdrA, with a few mistakes from DDE that you know, could have made the game maybe go a bit different, and those Thors were really late. Here we go, seeing 1 Thor right now, but this was really late. Anyways, we're going to go off to game 4, and I hear this is a really epic game on Xel'Naga Caverns between EG.IdrA and DDE, so we're gonna check that out in a moment. So the link should be down at the end of this video, at the bottom right corner or something like that, or in the middle, in a red annotation usually. So okay guys, I will see you in game 4.